I haven't found any videos on YouTube on how to do this when the line is actually broken. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. We are going to fix the rudder line on a, I think it's a 2019 or 2021 maybe, Outback, Hobie Outback. And we've got the rudder line here. And I have removed this, and the one rudder line here is the farthest left one that goes up along this side, has broken. And unlike the older twist and stow Hobies with the rudder would come up top like this, the ones below, they actually have a tube that runs all the way up to where it comes out for the rudder handle. So the easiest way to get the line through the tube up to the handle is if you have, say, an air compressor, which I have, then you can basically just fold the line over like that, and then kind of shove it in the hole. So you got the folded over piece fully in there. And then just take your air compressor, and if you've got a shortish piece of line, make sure you tie something to the other end, because it can shoot all the way out. And then get the nozzle near it, make sure you're not stepping on it, and then it goes all the way through. And you probably saw it. Well, I have the camera set up at the other end to kind of show it shooting out. So now we have the line out this end out of here. So we're just going to take our screwdriver and unscrew the handle. You can kind of see how this one is in there already. It's kind of dirty in there, but clean that out. And then this one kind of came that way, and then it's just held in basically with a knot on the end. So go ahead and clean this out a little bit. What to do with those toothbrushes the dentist gives you. Good for a lot of stuff. All right. That looks better while we're in here. And I'm just using simple green for this, so you could probably just use water or something. All right. Good enough. And so the reason I'm doing it this way, coming out this way rather than shooting the line that way, is so I can just put this through and tie the knot, and then pull it tight on the other end. Pull some of that line back out. That's good. Okay. All right. Alright, so now we're going to pull the old line out and poke the new line in. Easier said than done. There we go. Okay, and this, I'm just not going to do anything fancy, just do a double loop. Pull it tight. That should be good. Okay, so that's that side. And I'm going to go ahead and replace this one too, because it looks pretty nasty. So cut that off. And these little kid scissors work awesome on heavy braid. Right through, no problem. Okay, got that. And then over the side. Now, the other way you could do this, if you're just replacing the lines and you don't have an air compressor and you don't have a broken one, because you can't really just push the lines through there. If you're just replacing them, you can have something like this is 20-pound braid, fishing braid. And what I've done in the past is just kind of nail knotted the line to it, and then you can pull it through, and that makes the knot small enough that it'll go fit through the tube. So you're nail knotting the braid to this. You're not tying a knot with this, you're basically just tying the knot with the thin braid, and then you can get through. And then you could tie the same thing on a short piece, tie the other end to your new braid and pull it through. So that would work as well. In this case, I'm just going to use the same trick I did with the air compressor. Just, so the other one, I'll put up a diagram that shows this, but the other one obviously is this one here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the same. Fold it into a little half loop and use the air compressor, and you should see it shoot out there on the other end. And there it goes. All right, then we're going to do the same thing here. So we got this, so this guy is going to go through on this side. And if you've got some gunk in your hole, go ahead and just get something to stick through it. It's like a paper clip or something. A little screwdriver would work. That's what's holding me up probably. Okay. All right, so same thing. There we go. Okay, got it. So same thing, just basically all I'm doing is just 1, 2, and push it through. And now I want to pull both lines. Here. There we go. Okay. So now we can go ahead and put the screw back in. Now, once you have the lines through here, what you want to do is wrap them around something. I'm just using a ratchet here. And then you want to give them nice strong tug to remove any slack or stretch them out like that. The next thing you want to do is these are done differently on different boats, but is basically get the strings out of or up through this center hole here, and so these are all tied in a big overhand knot underneath here. So I'm going to struggle with this for a bit here, and I'm only doing 2 lines, just the left side rudder today. Alright, there's 1. There we go. Okay. Get these out of here. Okay. Alright, and then the one that I just pulled out was... That's that one. That's this one. Okay. I'll put up the diagram on which ones of these is which now, and just loosen that up. Get the old string off, and so this one goes through here. And up through this hole. I'm just gonna, and so you want that routing around the top and going through. There's these plastic pieces here. I don't know if you can see them. They're just kind of loops to hold the line. So I'm just gonna temporarily connect that so it doesn't come off. Okay. And now we've got the other line here, which is going to go through, I think it's this one. Goes through there, and through this one on the far right. Get rid of that. And this guy goes up through there. And again, just put it here for a second. Got the lines through. It can be a little hard to get this centered right, but you'll feel it click in. Just tighten that down, not all the way, but, and then, all right, so basically what you want to do is just wrap this around a couple times and just keep an eye on handle up front, because it will have a tendency to want to pull it. The other thing you can do is kind of keep the other one pulled. Okay, same thing on this one. All right, and that's it for that side. Give her a test. Hopefully I got everything straight. Looks like it might be a little off. There we go. And then basically to finish up, you just want to tie all these, make sure all the screws are going to hold the line right. Like this one I'm going to redo just because it's coming off a little bit. And then you can just basically shove these, tie them up if you want, but shove them through this slot down here to get them out of the way and keep things looking good. And that should do it.